Hey, what's up, everyone? It's your friendly neighborhood comic book geek, the KMN 1971. And considering I'm about to go see the Batman at 1 o'clock, I figured today would be a good time to throw a comic book haul out there. This haul will basically consist of some of the usual suspects, such as Star Wars and Conan, of course, as well as some G.I. Joe, some 90s mutants, some Doctor Strange goodness, some spec books, some keys, some fillers, the usual shtick. So, I'm going to start this month with some current pickups off the rack that I've just been picking up over the past couple of weeks, and we'll segue into the traditional back issues. So, kicking it off, we'll start with Crimson Reign #2, the Raza Knights of Ren connecting covers, which kind of remind me of Frank Miller's Ronin cover #1 from back in the 80s, the black and red color set, I guess. But these covers are awesome. The story arc is awesome, and I guess this issue just recently popped as of recently. So, yeah, definitely check it out. Here's #3, which I just picked up yesterday. Definitely looking forward to issue #4, which is going to spotlight the Knights of Ren. And speaking of looking forward to things, I am definitely looking forward to Phase 2 of the High Republic. Unfortunately, which doesn't start until October, and the High Republic is in hiatus in the meantime, which I did not know. But really became attached to these characters, really enjoying this new, fresh era of Star Wars. And I ended up doing a deep dive after Phase 1 ended, because I don't read the novels. This is a multimedia push with this High Republic era. So I haven't read the novels, and I don't traditionally read Star Wars novels to begin with. I just don't really have the time. So after I ended up doing a deep dive, I ended up finding out what some speculation about this character, Keeve Trennis, who is basically the main character of the High Republic, at least in this series. And you're basically on a hero's journey with her. But man, I guess there's some speculation connecting her to the Lost 20 without too many spoilers. And man, if that ends up some deleted scenes from the prequels, so man, blew my mind. So really looking forward to Phase 2. So here's the end of Phase 1 with issue #15 of the High Republic, as well as issue 2 of the Eye of the Storm, which is also must read. Picked up my second printing of Darth Vader #20 to go along with my first printing. I actually like the silver border better. Looking forward to Season 3, obviously. And here we have the Batman #121. Love this movie variant by Lee Bermejo. Love his artwork. And it almost seems like an homage to Jim Lee's Batman 608 Hush cover, just, from the opposite direction. Beautiful stuff. Probably my cover of the haul right there. Looking forward to this today. Peacemaker. Oh, who did not love this series? Here is the Peacemaker variant to Deathstroke Inc. #5 by the incredible Lucio Perillo. And you don't get many covers with Vigilante and Peacemaker on them. So I picked, this was a straight up cover buy. Really looking forward to Season 2. Spawn #327, another pickup just from yesterday. I cannot resist a Spider-Man #1 homage, especially when that homage is being done by the Todd father himself. So really cool. Haven't seen The Haunt in God knows how long. Phew. All right, into the traditional back issues. Here we have Thor #349, which is supposed to be the first appearance of, or the origin of the Odin Force. I haven't actually read it yet, but anytime I can get a Walt Simonson issue of Thor into the PC on the cheap, that is a very good thing. Here we have Thor #384, another cheap pickup. This is the first appearance of the future Thor, and, I was a big fan of the Loki series. Marvel is really embracing the concept of the multiverse. So we've already seen Loki variants. So what are the chances that we could see some Thor variants down the line too? Why the heck not, right? It's never too early to speculate. Thor #440, which is the first appearance of the Thor Corps. Not a high-grade copy, unfortunately. This is one of those cases where you should take the book out of the bag before buying it, which I never do, but the back of this book is all crunked up, and there is a little bit of staining on this white cover, so placeholder for now. Conan the Cimmerian, #2. Yes, it does turn out that I do buy some comics, some Conan comics, rather, that aren't from the Bronze Age. So this is a great run. Timothy Truman, the late, great Richard Corbin, and Man, I wish, and just these knockout covers by Frank Cho. Man, I wish Marvel would put this kind of quality on the current Conan titles. So, even though there's only a miniseries going on right now. But that's another argument for another day. So here's Conan number 2, the Cimmerian number 2, Conan the Cimmerian number 3, and Conan the Cimmerian number 4. Really looking forward to reading those. While I was in the Dark Horse section, I also picked this up. Grendel Warchild number 1, which is the first appearance of Grendel Prime. And I don't have much Grendel in the PC, and it's always something that I've wanted to look into a little bit more. I have his first appearance in Comico Primer 2. I own Grendel number 1, as well as the original Grendel storyline that ran as backups in Matt Wagner's original Mage miniseries back in the 80s. But other than that, I don't have much Grendel, so always wanted to pick this up. Found it for like $2 or $3. Why the heck not? The Official Handbook of the Marvel Universe Update, 1989. I saw this in a G-Dub Comics video, I want to say, probably a couple of months ago, but I want to say this is an early Venom appearance. Once again, for like $2 or $3. Why the heck not? Fantastic Four, number 570. This is my second copy, which contains the first appearance of the Council of Reeds with the multiverse. Who knows at this point, right? Marvel Milestone edition, which reprints Fantastic Four number 5, which contains the first appearance of Doctor Doom. I'll never have the first printing of that one. It's pretty safe to say. So, and I am a big fan of these Marvel Milestones, which some of them, I don't think this one really goes for anything, but there are some of them which are like kind of like Amazing Spider-Man, the one that reprints Amazing Spider-Man 01, Hulk 181, the first appearance of Punisher. I think those all go for a little something, but I think this might be a $10 book on a good day online. Doctor Strange Damnation number 2, current trendy spec book, I guess. I didn't get a good deal on this. I think I paid like $15 for it. But first appearance of the second iteration of the Midnight Suns and the first meeting between Moon Knight and Blade, which I'm always big on those first meetings. And I would like to, get this story arc, complete if possible. So I ended up picking this one out in the wild, number 3, which was only like $3. So that was kind of cool. Keeping on with Doctor Strange, my second copy of Doctor Strange number 48, which contains the first appearance of Brother Voodoo. Let's make a little bit of room. We dip into some 80s nostalgia. G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, number 22. This contains the first appearance of Duke and Roadblock, which for some reason, this is one of those first appearance issues in G.I. Joe that goes for more than the regular typical filler issues. I ended up going online and picking this one up for like $15, $20 because I just could not find a high grade one in the wild, and this one was also a newsstand, so I pulled the trigger. The rest of these next two I only paid like $3 for. So G.I. Joe number 28, I don't think there's anything special about that. And number 37, which contains the first appearance of Flint, and I want to say the Siamese Cobra twin brothers that I can't seem to remember their name right now. A little 90s Mutants action. Here's the Exiles number 1, which is given to me by my brother when he gave me a bunch of Dark Horse comics at the beginning of the year. Very nice. As well as Bishop number 1. I wanted to grab a bunch of these X-Men solo titles. I'm a big fan of getting a character's first solo title. So, and I'm a big fan of the X-Men, so why not? So here's Bishop number 1, Gambit number 1, and this one kind of took off a little bit, last year, beginning of this year, Rogue number 1. You can't have Gambit and Rogue without having arguably their most famous cover together. X-Men number 24, surprisingly, I did not own a copy of this. I don't know how, but I probably would drop the X-Men at that time. But this is slowly morphing into what people consider to be a classic cover, and I'm not one to argue, so really happy to pick that up. We're going to end this haul off with a little Star Wars. We started with Star Wars, and we're going to end with some Star Wars. So here's Star Wars number 78, Star Wars Cheap Spec Alert. This, I believe, contains the first solo story of Wedge Antilles. So, yeah, that could be a thing. Who knows? So, Star Wars number 78, very nice. Star Wars number 95, also from Volume 1. I've always dug this cover, and this is basically just an upgrade from my copy. And lastly, my pick of the haul goes to Star Wars Republic number 65. the first full appearance of Barriss Offee. I I stated in a past video that her first appearance was actually in the Star Wars Clone Wars Free Comic Book Day, which features the first appearance of General Grievous. I was incorrect about that. I ended up getting that information from a rather big speculation site, as well as some big channels over on YouTube, but we all make mistakes, myself included. So it turns out this is her first full appearance. So very happy to pick this up. This is a character that I've been kind of specking hard on. In regards to the upcoming Ahsoka series. She has a very complicated history with Ahsoka, kind of inadvertently saved her life in a twisted way, so really looking forward to see if this character would make the jump to the live screen. I hope so. So that's all I have for this month. I will be back next month with a very old school type comic book haul. All Bronze Age, all found in the wild, and all found within that, between that $1.50 to $5 price range. There's some minor keys in there, some bronze filler. It definitely won't be a current trendy type of haul, but it'll definitely be my kind of haul. So I hope you all can, take a little time and geek out with me next year too. So until next time, thank you all for watching, liking, and subscribing, and I will see you all next month. Take care. See ya.